technical report. Technical report is a document that describes process, progress, or result of a technical or scientific research, or the state of a scientific or technical research problem. It may also include the recommendation and conclusion of the research. So here are the types of the technical report. First is the feasibility report. Feasibility report is the primary and most important thing in development project. It is a document that assesses a potential solution to the business problem and opportunity to describe what is the viable for further analysis of this project. So here are the content of the feasibility report. First is the introduction or executive summary. Second is the background. Third is the outline of analysis. Third is methodology. Fourth is the Fifth is the overview of alternatives. Sixth is the recommendation, and that's the conclusion. The next type to the technical report is a background report. A background report, the hardest to define but the most commonly written. A background check, background investigation, and compiling of criminal records, commercial records, and financial records of the individual or an organization. The third one is the technical specification. Technical specification, a document that defines a set of requirements that a product or assembly must meet or exceed. A product does not meet all of the specifically expressed requirements, does not meet all the specification, are often is referred to as being out of specification or out of spec.
Research report. To get the summaries in research report, first, you will do the right procedure or the step to get the research report. Procedure in technical report. To get the right procedure in technical report, you will do the step-by-step process.
Our first example is research paper. What is a research paper? A research paper can be used for storing and identifying scientific, technical, and social issues. Writing a research paper involves 4 main stages. Stage 1, choosing a topic. Ask yourself important questions. Choosing a topic is the first and most important step in your research paper. The second one is pick something you love. Whenever possible, choose a topic that you feel passionate about. Third one is stay original. If you are writing a research paper for a class, consider the other students on about suggesting a topic about the research paper. Number 4, get advice. If you are struggling to come up with a topic, just ask your prof, classmates, or wife. Don't be afraid to change your topic. And if your topic gets rejected, just begin researching and look for another suitable topic for your research paper. Stage 2, researching. Number 1, begin your research. With topic selected, the next step is to begin researching. Research comes in numerous forms. Take time to look for professional resources that offer valid research. Number 2, look for empirical research. Whenever possible, look for peer-reviewed empirical research. This research is written by experts. Number 3, use academic databases. These are special engines or academic databases that were authored by peer-reviewed by numerous example is psychology info. These were works of authors in the field of psychology and sociology. Make an outline. 1. Annotate your research. This is very important. Read through all your notes and take down notes on what you think is important. Number 2. Construct a preliminary bibliography reference page. As you go through your notes, mark down the author, page number, title, and publishing information. Stage 4. Identify the goal of the paper. Generally speaking, there are 2 types of research paper. 1. Argumentative. In this research, the issue should be debatable with logical counter. Number 2. Analytic research. In this research, is not simply a regurgitation of ideas, but offering of your own ideas. Number 3. Determine your audience. Who would be reading this paper? Should it be published? Although you want to write for your prof, it's important to focus on the tone of your paper to reflect the audience who will be reading it. Stage 4. Writing your paper. 1. Write your body paragraphs. Number 2. the conclusion. It briefly summarizes your findings for a sense of closure. Number 3, document your paper. All essays must be documented in certain ways in order to avoid plagiarism.
Example is resignation. Resignation is an official letter given by the employee to their employer that they no longer working in the company. So, before we jump on how we write a resignation letter, there are some things to keep in mind. First, it is important to remember that writing a resignation letter is a good karma. Why? Because well-written resignation letter shows that you have a good character and keep your reputation intact. And it will also hold with a good standing with your employer in case you need them in a reference later on. The step on how to write a resignation letter. First, customize your letter. You want to address your supervisor or manager in formal way or friendly way, like Dear John Doe. And if your letter is going directly to the Human Resource Department, address him or her Human Resource Manager. Second, begin the letter by explaining your intention of resignation and your last date of employment. This will make your crystal clear that you're indeed resigning and why they can expect your departure. Third, explain your reasoning. As simple form as possible. Explain why you're leaving. There are some reasons like you found a new career or having a family problem and a problem. Explain your reasoning as positively and as pleasant as possible because it's not the right time to complain and express your dissatisfactory. It is important to leave the unpleasant and negative detail out of the letter. Or express your gratitude, provide a brief thank you that your employer know that you're great for the career opportunity and the growth you have while working at the company. This is much more appreciated by your employer and increase the chance that your employer give you a good reference or a good recommendation later on. Fifth, offer some transition, such as helping to train your replacement. This will gain both of you and your employer great closure and respect. And the last, have a nice closing like, my best, respectfully yours. That's all.
So our third example is technical specification. Technical specification is used when a contract for technical products and services is issued. There are three parts of how to write technical specification. Part 1 is assessing the general consideration. 1. Deciding the specification is open or closed. Number 2. Determine requirements. Evaluate all specification to determine if it's necessary. Number 3. Develop your table of contents. Part 2. Creating the specification. 1. List all the requirements. Part 3. Completing the specification. 1. Assign a title and control number with revision capability to the specification. Number 2. Determine the generating authority and the authority in charge of specification changes. Number 3. Read the specification critically. Modify the specification as needed to provide full requirements.
Formal meeting. Every detail of a formal meeting has a maximum time. Example of a formal meeting is a board meeting. Board meeting has a maximum time and it has a specific venue.
Informal meeting is a meeting which is far less heavily planned and regulated than a formal business meeting. Example of informal meeting is when you have a groupings. There's no specific time and venue, and there is agenda. It is a list of the topics to be discussed. Sometimes the agenda is prepared. Sometimes the agenda is prepared after the speaker. Taking a notes, one is the focusing on a general outline of decisions that were made. Decision made by consensus. Consensus means general agreement. It is a process in which group members agree to support a decision. And the last one is the less structure. This can be happen if the meeting is not controlled properly and mostly like to happen when there isn't an actual chairperson.
Briefly explain why you are writing and how you will use the expected information offered to him. The response competency is charged and offers him reasonable. Number 3. List the specific information you can phrase your request, ask question, or has a list of specific item or information is either case, make each Number 4. Conclude your letter by offering your reader some incentive for responding.
I'm going to report about project proposal and letter proposal. Project proposal. First, executive summary. Think of this as this elevator pitch. It sketches out the project in way to hook the sponsors. 2. History. Put the project in context. Note any precedents and how they can help or hurt the project's success. 3. Requirements. Describe in details the business problem the project solves or what opportunity does it takes advantage of. 4. Solution. Explain the plan to solve the problem or exploit the opportunity. 5. Authorization. Note the people who have authorization throughout the project. 6. Appendix. This is where you attach papers supporting your proposal. How to make letter proposal. First, write the sender's address at the top of the letter. In the upper left corner of the letter, write your street address, city, state, and zip code. The street address should be on the line and the rest of the address should be on the following line and single space. Second, include the current date, double space after the return address, and type the current date in month, day, year format. The month should be spelled out, but the day and year should be represented by numerical values. The date should appear in the upper left corner of the letter. Third, type the recipient's address, double space after the date and time, and type the recipient's personal title, name, and address. Include the street address, city, state, and zip code. The personal title and name appears on one line, the street address on the next, and the rest of the address follows on the last line. Fourth, include an appropriate salutation, double space after the recipient's address, and type the salutation "Dear" followed by the recipient's personal title and last name. Fifth, write the body of your letter. The exact content of your proposal letter may vary depending on the type of proposal you plan to write. The format of the letter should remain the same for each type, though single space and left justify each paragraph. And lastly, use an appropriate closing and signature, double space after the final body paragraph, and include a formal closing, followed by a comma. Hit the enter key 4 times before you're typing your full name and professional title. Sign your name above the typed version on your letter, and below the closing. Possible closings to use include: "Thank you, sincerely regards, best regards, faithfully." What is a project proposal? A project proposal is a document that provides information about the items that should be implemented and or executed to achieve the desired project result. Since there are different kinds of projects that entitles can be involved in, the content and format of project proposals also vary from one another.